If you want to learn how to write copy that sells, if you want to learn how to write VSLs, if you want to learn how to write sales pages, if you want to learn how to persuade people to take action, you have to know how to construct a benefit. I'm going to show you the super simple formula today. I am John Benson, and this is Sales Copy Secrets. Welcome back to my Persuasion Challenge series. Can I challenge you to become more persuasive? Pretty please. It's going to help you make more money. It's going to help you feel better about how much influence you have in the world, assuming you do this ethically, okay? So this is all about ethical persuasion, all the techniques and tips and tricks that I use, and I'm going to teach you. So let's dive in to the benefit formula. And let me ask you just two quick favors. Number one, please watch this video all the way to the end. I'm growing this channel. It's taking off pretty fast, but this is a way to tell YouTube that you like the content. And if I earn your like, if I earn your respect by this content and you like it, just thumb it up, leave me a great comment, and possibly even share it with a friend. So if you missed my last video, you need to watch that one right now. That video was on sales bullets. And as I said in that video, when you start writing a VSL or a sales page or any marketing piece that you want to sell with, you can start with one of two places, benefits or bullets. Bullets is awesome if you can start there, and I gave you the tool to start there with Copy Pro. Benefits is easier because the formula is super simple, and you can start there as well. And you've probably put this together that bullets and benefits really are similar, but the difference is that benefits are more goal-focused, far less mysterious, like check out details on page X or do it only with a hammer and a chisel and all kinds of weird stuff you can throw into bullets. And they're also pain adverse, meaning inside of a benefit, you usually want to say something that talks to avoiding the thing that they hate to do. As I've spoken of before in previous videos, in this sense, you were talking to both sides of the brain, if you will. You're talking to the primitive brain, the limbic system that says, oh, pain, I don't like this, avoid this, and you're telling them that you can avoid all this pain. You're also talking to the higher brain, the prefrontal cortex, if you will, and saying, oh, if you want to blank, if you want to get this joy of this awesome thing, all without doing this horribly negative thing, you're going to love what I'm going to talk about today or what I'm going to sell you today. Benefits also take the user down the experience pathway, meaning that they get to kind of experience what their life is going to be like as they gain a benefit while avoiding a pain point. So my benefit formula is really super easy. Are you ready for this? Benefit without pain. That's completely it. There's nothing more to it than that. There's no curveballs I'm going to throw by you today like I did in the bullets video. That's all there is to this one. I can't lie! Did you really believe what I just said? I'm just curious. I'm just curious. If so, this may be the first video of mine you've been watching. Of course, I'm going to throw some curveballs by you. And hey, you can take the super simple formula and run away with it and never, ever watch this video again. Don't do that though, because I want to give you something simple you can really sink your teeth into and use right now. But I'm also going to add some layers to it as we go along and say, oh, if you want to tweak it, make it a little better, here's how you do it. Cool. So keep watching. All right. So what do I mean by benefit without pain? Simple. Lose weight without counting calories. Lose weight, benefit, without counting calories, pain. I mean, that's as simple as you get. You could literally stop the video here and go, okay, I'll just write every benefit like this. But if you did, you would lose out on some of the really juicy nuance that I'm going to cover here in just a few seconds. Now, other examples of this would be like improve your copywriting without hiring a copywriter, okay? For example, if you bought Copy Pro, that's what you would do. Or rekindle your intimacy without going to a marriage and family counselor. So these are typical bullet patterns that work with any industry, any niche, and they're super simple to apply. So let's ratchet up the persuasion skills, shall we? The level of persuasion. Ooh. All right, let's make it a little bit better. And here's how we can do it. Number one, you can stack your pain points. I don't recommend stacking your benefits. I think you should have one benefit per section, like one benefit per benefit, if you will. One benefit item per benefit, but you can and should, in most cases, stack your withouts. And here's what I mean. Improve your sales and conversions without hiring a copywriter or writing all the damn copy yourself. Okay, those are two pain points that my customers face and Copy Pro solves. Oh, and by the way, if you're a copywriter and you're going, hey, you got software that's going to take my job.
He took his job!
I love South Park. No, I'm not coming for your jobs. In fact, Copy Pro is actually going to help you make money in this crazy economy we've got going on. If you're curious, send me a message. I'll tell you how. And sure, I'm not the Elon Musk of artificial intelligence. We do use artificial intelligence, but we also use HI, human intelligence, and it will always be that way. I think it should always be that way. What do you think? Tell me in the comments below what you think about AI copywriting tools and human intelligence, because I think we've combined the both the best way possible. Now, if you look at my title, you see that I say, and the one thing you should avoid. Well, what is that one thing, John? Shit verbs. Avoid lame, pathetic, soy boy, unmotivating, non-dimensionalized, unfeeling verbs. They suck. Well, what's a better verb than improve? Improve is lame. How about crush, skyrocket, explode, accelerate your sales? Okay, any of those verbs are much more visual. Again, juicy verbs are visual, dimensionalized verbs. Verbs that you see and feel. You don't see and feel improve. You don't. It just kind of lays there. But you see and feel skyrocket. You're seeing yourself going to the moon. Explode, obviously you see and feel. You get the idea. Okay, well, we're done here, right? No. Because there's other verbs in that sentence. And here's what's really cool. When I did this exercise myself, which I'm going to show you what I came up with on the screen, what I wrote literally in 15 seconds by doing this very exercise of replacing lame verbs with juicy verbs, the rest of the copy started rewriting itself. It was almost magical, but it had to rewrite itself by what I was creating. So I didn't have a muse come down from heaven and go, oh, write this. No. The verbs did the work for me. I just kind of wrote naturally what came after the verbs. And here's what I came up with. Ready? Accelerate and skyrocket your sales and conversions without haggling with expensive copywriters or slaving over your own copy from scratch. Is that perfect? No, I did it in 15, 20 seconds, but it's really pretty good. Now let's look at those verbs I chose and what they demanded that I write after I chose them. I couldn't decide between accelerate and skyrocket, so I chose both. You can do that. Now that's something I wouldn't normally recommend, but it does work here. Accelerate and skyrocket. I could say skyrocket and accelerate, but I kind of liked it the other way around. So I chose both. Then I chose haggling over hiring. That does have a problem in the sense that some people might not know what haggling means, which means, you're in a bickering argument with somebody, but I was too cool not to say, so I said it anyway. Haggling with expensive copywriters. Notice if I said haggling with copywriters, it wouldn't make any sense. I had to put the word expensive because if you're haggling, if you're debating a price of something, in other words, with somebody, you gotta have the price feature in there. So expensive had to go in there, right? Right. And then finally, slaving over having to write your own copy from scratch. In other words, this is like a slave task. This is a horrible, awful thing. You cannot unsee that phrase. So we turn that benefit into an A-level copywritten benefit that can still be tweaked further. Don't get me wrong, but starting with the most lame and silly and pedantic little formula ever. Benefit without pain. That's the only thing I started with. And I did this right here live with you, basically, actually live as I was recording this video, literally typing the notes as I go. Now, good news, I have an entire video coming out about juicy verbs, how to choose them, how to think through them, why they're so important. You probably already know why if you've been watching my videos, but I'm gonna go into a lot more detail in that video, so stay tuned for that. Here's what's coming up for you. I'm gonna go over my top headline formulas. Formulas that are super simple, proven to work over literally 100 years of advertising and marketing, broken down into super easy to follow steps. You will absolutely love this, especially if you're a beginner or intermediate level marketer or copywriter. This is absolutely for you. All right, remember to like, share, subscribe below, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know what you'd like to see in future videos. I am still John Benson, and I am here to help you become unignorable.